hosts of our video is Okay at Home DIY and Shabby Meets Bling. Oh, check these ladies out. They're awesome. Hi, it's Jackie from Jackie Burns Creations. I want to welcome you to a collab called Furniture Flippin' Friday. And we're supposed to remake some furniture, so I will turn you around and show you what I'm doing. So what I do is I found this table at an online estate auction. I like to watch these online estate auctions. And this table was actually bigger than I thought. Could make a nice little apartment table for somebody who doesn't have much room. Anyway, my son took the legs off for me, and I am using DIY paint. I'm mixing the linen with some gray to make a very, very, very light gray. And it's got gravel road. So after I mix the two, get it all stirred up real well, I am going to paint it. And I didn't think it looked much different, but just enough. I cleaned it up too. It wasn't really in bad shape. Now I'm taking some of my IOD transfers and I am going to put them on the table. Give myself a little sit down here. Oh, first I've got to measure to find the center. Sorry about my big arm in the way, but I gotta hold the tape measure. I'm writing down the size. Now I'm just taking the tape measure and I'm giving it a fold in half to see where the center of that was, and then I know where to make my mark. Okay, now go in the other direction just so I can get it perfectly in the middle. And I found this one in my brocante pack, and I thought, oh, this is cool. It's a clock. And I thought, this looks really cool. And then I thought later, you know what? You could always like take and drill a hole through the center, put a clock underneath, put a real clock on top, get a piece of glass that size and make some risers to lift up the glass, and you could have a clock on your table. I'm not doing that, but if somebody else wanted to do it, it'd be a great idea. So just make sure I'm getting it straight here. And I thought, oh, wait a minute, I can't because there's lettering at the bottom. I mean, I can get it straight, but it will be different on all sides because there's lettering at the bottom. So once you take the paper off the backing, you got to be careful not to push it down too much or you're going to lift your letters. So what I'm going to do is, I had to do this out on my kitchen table because I didn't have enough room in my office. That desk in there isn't near as big as my kitchen table is, or my dining table. Just taking a look at some of these other ones to see what I want to put on. Oh yeah, I had to get a rubbing stick. And these are a plastic rubbing stick that they include with every pack. And I love IOD transfers. They don't do stencils, they do stamps, they do paint inlay. If I'd have had enough of certain paint inlays to do this whole table, I would have done that way. But I didn't have enough. It was not enough in the pack. I'd have to buy more packs. So as I'm rubbing, I can see it's laying down, so I lift it up. And when you paint, it really is a good idea to let it sit for 24 hours. I have been impatient before and worked on something and had it lift the paint, and the transfer didn't go down. So it's a really good idea to let it dry. So you just keep rubbing until the whole thing is on there. I'm in such serious thought here. Since this was a big one and it had lettering, you gotta be a little firmer with your lettering, because sometimes those little tiny thin lines don't want to lay down so well. But if you lift it and you see a piece still on the carrier sheet, you just lay it back down and rub over it again. And IOD is all black lines and lettering. Sometimes you'll find there's colored ones like the flowers and things. Brocante is one of my favorite packs. And I just recently did a video with a bunch of friends showing the new IOD line that just came out, the summer line for 2024. So check that out. And like I've said before many times, it's expensive, but once you've used one, you've got a ton left over. The new one, the gold, oh my gosh, they've got all kinds of leftovers in there. All kinds of background letterings you can put on things. Okay, yeah, giving you a little peeky there. Now I took some others and I put them on. Some of these are Dixie Belle, like the Paris, and the ones around the outside are Dixie Belle. They went on pretty smooth, but a little different. They had white in them, and it was interesting. I guess if you put it on black, then you could see the white standing out, but on this you couldn't. But I had to make sure I'd had the white down so I could see it. Now these other little ones in between the Dixie Belle, those are IOD from the Brocante, and they've got just a little bit of antiquing look to them. But I love all the advertisements. And there is the DIY liquid patina that I seal it with. Now I just was painting the legs and painting the bottom. I just want to make it look nice and neat. I didn't paint the whole bottom, but I painted the edges there. And I had enough paint left to do it. I just wanted everything to look nice and fresh. Now I'm putting the legs back on. And giving another look. It was nice. They labeled all the numbers on the legs for me. And here it is all finished. Yeah, it's not a huge table, but it's big enough that you could put 2 chairs at it, 2 or 3 chairs at it. So I think I'll probably sell it on Marketplace. And I'm still wondering if I should distress it or if I should put a darker wax on there. I think it came out very pretty. I hope you like it, and let me know in the comments. Go ahead and like and subscribe. It sure helps my channel grow. And I don't do that many videos anymore, so I need all the growth I can get. Bye.